welcome to this episode of the Voynich Manuscript podcast. Today I'm joined by...
Again, Sky.
My name is Mud.
I should have expected. And that's Madeline. Oh fuck. Wait, this is a great start to the new series.
No one knows what the fuck is going on.
Where today we'll be starting our Creatures of Myth series with Creatures of UK Myth. Like I said, today we're talking about Creatures of UK Myth. I'll be going over 5 different creatures from England, Scotland...
Can you do it with the Chills voice?
I don't know what that means.
Number 5.
No.
Mothman.
No, fuck off.
Spring-Heel Jack.
I'm covering him in his own episode.
No.
Nice.
Number 5. Culpo stabbed my wife.
Anyway, I'll be covering 5 creatures from England, Scotland and Wales. Ireland is getting its own video.
Ireland isn't real.
Ireland is getting its own video. So let's jump right in. Let's just jump right into it.
Let's just jump right
Let's
into
jump
it.
right into the video.
Sup, you beautiful bastard.
Number 5.
First of all, this is our first creature. I'm showing the guys on here a picture. How do you pronounce that?
Gwalgi.
Oh,
Gwalgi.
fuck. Gwalgi.
Gwalgi. Gwalgi.
Guess which country
Gwalgi.
that's from?
Ireland. No, but Scotland.
UK.
Wales. It's from Wales.
Same thing.
No, what? Fuck off. That is pronounced whiskey.
There's...
Love me some whiskey.
Stop fiddling with that, Madeline.
It's a demented wolf. Got it.
I'm trying to figure out where... Okay, hold on. There's no... There's... Okay, sure, buddy.
It's pronounced...
Thanks, Wales.
Why is the number 1 thing from Bleach?
Bleach fanfiction.
Oh,
Alright, we need to do some further investigation.
No, we're not. That one.
Okay.
So, I mean, actually, that one is pretty accurate to the myth.
The
so
angle.
Let's just keep it on
It's
that
the
one.
Anger Wolf.
Nice.
The Anger Wolf.
Pronounced Gwysgi, spelt Gwylgi. Thanks, Wales.
Yeah, thanks, Wales.
Thanks, Obama.
The Gwysgi is a creature of, obviously, Welsh myth.
Yeah.
And it appears as a frightful apparition of a mastiff or black wolf with baleful breath and fiery red eyes.
That sounds familiar. Where am I hearing this from?
Because there is an English counterpart, which I'll go over soon.
I think I've heard the English
No,
counterpart.
wasn't it in like one of the Harry Potter
It
movies?
was.
Okay.
It's often referred to as the Dog of Darkness or the Black Hound of Destiny.
Oh, cool. That means I know exactly what this is already. I know what this is.
And it will appear to individuals in the dark. The apparition's favourite haunt being lonely roads at night. If seen on one of these strolls, it is said to be an omen of terrible death.
Yep.
It is said to have been spotted in multiple places in the northeast of Wales throughout history, and they're still reported today.
Oh, shit.
This creature is quite similar to the one in English folklore, called the Black Dog or the Grim, which do basically the same thing.
But they're British.
These Gwysgi or Grim have appeared in quite often in popular culture, namely Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, where Sirius Black's Animagus was confused for a Grim, and also one appeared in Harry's tea readings. And also in a Sherlock Holmes story, The Hound of the Baskervilles, where a large dog-like creature haunts a family estate.
Did it say elementary, my dear wolf?
My dear wolf.
Wolves. Ooh.
No!
Elementary, my dear wolf. Elementary.
Oh.
I'm implying that you are fucking stupid, wolf. Discombobulate.
Huzzah! But yeah, these creatures, like I said, often a sign of ill omen and usually death. That's really all there is about this creature. Do you have anything to add, you two?
It's a creepy, cool-looking creature.
Danger.
Yeah, I know, it looks cool.
Danger puppy.
Danger puppy.
Danger puppy.
Oh, look at the cute little
I
puppy.
just want to go. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Look at the cute little puppy warning me of my
You want
impending
to
death.
murder
Ow,
me.
that hurts with your fiery eyes.
Warning
You
me
want
of-
to
He's
murder
warning me of
me.
my impending death.
Oh, you bit my hand off, you little creature.
You little rascal, you. Sounds like the villagers from Minecraft News. Oh, you little rascal. Where am
it's
I?
a shame. He bit my hand off. Oh no.
What did
I'm dead.
What did
I'm
I win?
dead.
A sad feeling. Oh.
That's classic. I miss them.
Oh, we all miss
Oh.
Elements Animations, I think.
I bought the Christmas song they did. Like back when I was 12, it's still on my phone. It was like, your door was locked. And it was about Santa just fucking breaking into your house.
Oh, I have an unrelated question.
Go on.
What language does Wales speak?
Welsh.
Welsh, okay. I wanted to make sure. Look, my knowledge on Europe isn't very broad.
The knowledge on
Not Europe anymore, buddy.
I guess it's
your
not.
knowledge on those people. Alright.
I mean, let's be honest. I'm English. The Welsh are barely people.
Do you say that about almost everyone, though?
Just the French and the Welsh.
I don't know. I think you dehumanized a lot of other people throughout
No,
the world.
this is just me personally.
It's fine because it's only white people.
Yeah, you know, the Welsh and the French.
The Welsh and the French.
It's funny
Oh,
because
fuck.
Jacob's family has history in France.
Currently, as far as I can tell,
Oh, and most of them are black.
oh,
Cancel
no.
Finn! Cancel Finn! Cancel Finn! Cancel Finn!
You know, Finn, you control this podcast. You can cut out whatever you
I
want.
can. I'm not going to. That's funny.
So, the thing is, Finn's racist. Full stop. But we didn't realize how bad.
Woo. Shall we go on to the next?
Alright.
Maybe.
Bye, Gwishy, you poo poo.
Whiskey.
Gwisky.
Goodbye, Danger Dog.
So I might name my next dog Whiskey just to confuse people.
I'm gonna name my dog.
I have like whiskey over
Gwilgy.
here.
Gwilgy to meet the name.
Alright, so the next creature we're talking about is called...
Oh, fucking
It's called
Christ.
the Knuckleave.
Flesh horse.
Yeah, it's like a flesh centaur.
It's
Alright.
fucking terrifying.
It is.
It is a fucking SCP.
It looks like
It does.
What
What
SCP was it? Fuck, no, it's gonna piss me off if I don't remember. I love SCP.
I know you do.
Flesh that hates 601?
I don't
I'm
fucking...
Google
fucking
it.
checking this.
Isn't that your phone?
That is.
My phone.
I'm checking this.
Chips left.
Should be a couple.
Yeah.
So, okay, so, people watching, it's spelled Nuckelave.
I didn't say flesh that gates, you piece of shit.
Knuckleave or Knuckleave.
Knuckleave.
610, that's it. SCP-610, the flesh that
Oh,
hates.
good.
Alright,
Fucking.
so...
God.
That was very salty chips.
Some spicy
I remember
mayo.
when my ancestors
Spicy
used to eat
salt.
Yeah, we get it, you're British, kind of love spice.
I love spice, and you fucking know that. You were there when I ate like fucking hot sweet and sour chili the other day.
Okay, I doubt it was actually that hot.
It was. Anyway, the Knuckleave is a creature of Scottish myth from the Orkney Islands. This creature... Orkney!
Orcs.
This creature is supposedly the most malevolent of demons in around the Scottish Islands, without any redeeming characteristics.
You
I
don't
read
say. Look at it, it's fucking terrifying.
So it's just an ugly horse.
that- It's an ugly horseman,
What?
yeah.
Yeah.
The Knuckleave are strongly built and stand nearly 6 foot tall at their horse head and 9 feet at their man
Oh,
head.
fuck! So, that's another 3 feet onto the...
Good math.
So, hold on, wait, did you say 7 feet for the horse?
9. No,
No.
6 feet for the horse.
6 feet for the horse, okay, yeah.
It makes 69. 6 foot, 9 foot.
So another 3 foot above the horse for the man.
And they weigh 2 metric tons.
How did they weigh it?
Apparently.
I weighed it, I am one.
I am I am the measure man.
I know every measurement.
Is this 2 beings or 1 being?
One being.
Okay.
One bean.
Because there's 2 heads on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
He resembles a horse whose legs are part fin like a fish, and has a single giant eye which pupils burn like a red flame.
Part fin. I get it. It's part fin.
Shut up. A human with a large head is merged along the back of the horse body like a strange centaur. The most gruesome detail of its appearance is the fact that it has no skin. Black blood courses through yellow veins, and the pale sinews and powerful muscles are visible through the pulsating mass. Some reports claim that he is simply a very large head on 2 small arms, with all other characteristics mentioned above. So these are just like different interpretations of the Knuckle, but a similar creature exists. There are 2 very similar creatures in Scottish myth, being the Knuckle and the Kelpie.
But those are dogs.
Kelpie.
So the Knuckle is this terrifying horse centaur skinless fuck who lives in the ocean around Scotland, whereas the Kelpie is like basically a horse with the front half of a horse with like seaweed and plant life in the back, and it can shapeshift and is the same thing but for fresh water. So
Okay.
yeah, and it has its skin. So, but I won't go into too much detail about the Kelpie on this episode yet. I actually plan on doing a Kelpie on its own episode, so because it's got a shitload of detail about it.
It's got a lot of lore.
Look at this. Look how long its arms are.
Oh yeah, it has fucking long arms as well.
Yeah.
Stretchy boy.
Yeah, that's so.
That looks even more like an SCP.
It really does.
It is SCP-610, I said that.
Here's
I know we aren't doing theories on this one, but like my theory is
But
SCP-610
SCP
is
exists, yo.
yeah. I mean, if you have theories,
real. SCP-610, easy.
all right. I thought you meant more like it's like something.
Maybe like
No, SCP-610.
horse that escaped, red paint, and man was also red.
And a big googly eye.
I don't know. Like, I don't really have much theory around it. Like,
I can't wait.
I don't know much of the history.
I can't wait till
It's
one day when you do
terrifying,
an episode and I can disprove the entire thing with an SCP article.
Oh, I bank on it. I would happily make a bet that will happen. I will put money on that. Anyway, the reason people fear the Knuckle, other than it's just fucking awful
They're scary.
outward appearance, oh wait, I put in my. I was just riffing. I said the reason people fear the Knuckle, apart from its horrific appearance, I read my own self. Is that its breath will wilt and destroy crops and kill or cause illness to cattle. When it appears on land, it causes destruction, even being responsible for droughts, crop failures, and epidemics.
Yo, have a mint, yo.
It caused COVID!
It's COVID horse!
COVID horse!
COVID horse.
No more.
Spread disease wherever it goes.
Yeah, I can't think of anything better than that.
Yeah.
So we have COVID horse and SCP. Got it.
Yeah.
SCP COVID horse.
Yes.
Alright, do you have any other thoughts on this before I go on to our next creature?
The Welsh have some pretty scary things.
This is Scottish.
Oh shit, okay. Okay, no, the Welsh just have a scary dog. The Scottish have a terrifying horse.
I will actually go on to another Welsh thing soon.
Okay, cool.
Alright.
Yeah, nothing else. It's terrifying.
Yeah. And apart from that, let's go on to our next creature, the Green Man, which is
Oh,
Man.
fuck.
which is this fella.
Ah,
Yeah.
friendly boy.
Yeah, he looks a bit different too.
That's a
These-
That's a different thing.
Okay.
That's Raymond Robinson.
I might.
I
do
swear to God, I've seen that before.
Yeah, that was a guy who was disfigured in like an acid accident or something.
Okay.
And he only goes out at night so that he doesn't scare people.
Oh,
It's actually a really sweet story.
yeah.
I
Oh,
won't
that's
do an
sad.
episode. It's a really sad, but
Yeah.
sweet story, and it became like an urban legend at somewhere in I think America.
Yeah.
Like I said, really sweet but sad story.
Well, so the next time we come, you'll hear us. We'll be discussing the sad and the sweet.
Sad tree man.
The first episode,
We
the Elephant Man,
We won't.
I'm not an animal.
and the host won't be Finn.
What do you mean? That's from the movie.
I know.
Good movie.
What movie?
The Elephant Man. It's a man that has like his proportions on his body were fucked.
Awful disfigurements.
Yeah.
He wore a bag over his head. Based on a true story as well.
Yeah, I watched a mini documentary about the real life Elephant Man.
Surely this
Really
time
interesting.
I've been death stared by a mind flayer.
Oh yeah. Cthulhu Man.
Yeah! Oh yeah, I forgot I just keep all the pop things I'm not putting on display in my wardrobe.
He's staring into my soul.
Look at Samwise bum cheeks.
I was thinking more at how horrifying Captain Underpants looks.
And then there's Springtrap turned
Trap.
Ferris Bueller. Or is that Ferris Bueller and Cameron?
And then another Ferris Bueller.
I've-
And then Sadness.
Yeah, it's Fear actually.
Oh fuck. Yeah, that's right. Sadness is blue.
Oh, I just realised I skipped an entire paragraph on the Knuckle event.
Okay, back to
the
go.
Knuckle event.
Reverse time.
According to old Orcadian myths, so like Orkney Orcadians, who lived in constant fear of the Knuckle, only the power of the Mither over Sea, which was a local god or deity, kept the beast in check. Were it not for the fact she restrained him in the summer, and that his terror of fresh rainwater kept him hiding in the winter, they were sure that the Knuckle would have driven mankind from the Northern Islands long ago. Sorry, that's it. Now on to the Green Man. So, if you glance upwards as you approach or enter many of Britain's great cathedrals and churches, or even many gardens, including my own, it is more than likely you will catch sight of a green man gazing down upon you.
Yes, I think that's where you got that from.
This is actually from my front porch. We've got two in our back.
Okay.
Excuse me.
British culture, everyone.
That's what this entire thing's about.
Yeah.
British have culture.
I will hit you with this fucking stone green.
So tell us, what does he do?
So the Green Man is an example of how images from old religions were brought into Christian churches before the Reformation. And it's one of the most ancient pagan symbols that can be found commonly at a Christian church, especially in the UK.
Huh.
Have a look. Pre-Christian pagan traditions and superstitions, particularly those related to nature and tree worship, were still influential in the early Middle Ages. It is therefore perhaps not surprising. Don't pick his nose. It is therefore not surprising that the Green Man seems to appear most often in places where there are stretches of ancient woodlands. For example, in Devon and Somerset, which is where my other brother lives.
Oh yeah.
Where did you live again? Coventry.
Coventry, yeah. So not.
Yeah, so not that place.
We had like 2 forests, and they weren't that big. And on the edges of forest area like Yorkshire and the Midlands. Coventry is part of the Midlands, but Coventry isn't anywhere near like those big foresty areas. So, someone named Lady Raglan supposed that in antiquity, the Green Man was the central figure in the May Day celebrations throughout northern and central Europe, as the Green Man is also portrayed with acorns and hawthorn leaves, symbolising fertility in medieval times.
Okay.
However, the common theme which runs through these figures would seem to be that of death and rebirth, and where the green means life. Perhaps then the Green Man appears on our medieval churches as a symbol of rebirth and resurrection, tying together with the old ancient pagan symbols associated with the spring, with the Christian faith of Jesus being reborn.
Jesus is the tree man.
Jesus is the tree man.
Not even
I
a
should
green
have
man,
known.
just a completely different person called the tree man.
I'm saying this guy seems a lot nicer than the other two.
Yeah, this one is considerably
Yeah.
nicer. Or perhaps the medieval... Stop it!
No.
He has fallen.
He needs to go back up there.
Or perhaps the medieval stonemasons were just hedging their bets and incorporating the Green Man onto the fabric and religious buildings.
I did not accidentally punch the mic, you did.
Sorry, let me start that one again. Or perhaps the medieval stonemasons were just hedging their bets and incorporating the Green Man into the fabric of the religious buildings as a safety measure to make doubly sure that the coming of spring and a plentiful harvest. Yeah.
Okay.
And do you have anything witty to say about the
He
tree?
looks like a gosh dang liberal.
he looks nice. Like he actually seems friendly and a symbol
Yeah,
of
he
life.
is.
Yeah.
Obama loving liberal.
I remember when I think it was both Jacob and Nico first came to my house, and like we have a big green man in our back garden with laurels surrounding it.
Yeah.
And they were basically went, "What the fuck is that?" and it made them both jump. And I was like, "It's a green man. What do you want about it?" and it just every time they go outside now, they just go, "What the fuck is that?"
Actually, the green man doesn't exist. It's just religion. Get owned, liberal.
And this is one of the few times I'll be covering religious topics in this podcast.
My daddy Ben Shapiro told me so.
And that's the one time Ben Shapiro will
We mentioned
You
and
sure?
never again.
I will make him be mentioned somewhere else.
Alright.
Ooh.
Yeah, so our next creature, we're going back to Wales. Yay.
Yay.
Um,
So it sounds so enthusiastic.
Wales.
the
So
Welsh.
they have their own version of a platypus. Okay.
What the fuck? Is that a fucking platypus?
Okay, so it's spelled. I'm seeing it as anfac. So it's probably
Where's the first N coming from?
no. Oh, afac. Afanc. Whatever. So it's
Afanc?
probably
What do you think?
A thing.
so it's probably like kitty whiskers.
It's pronounced a funk.
Okay, so it's a funk. Actually, actually I might have heard that name.
Yeah, this isn't a funk. I
Uh,
might be pronouncing that
more
wrong.
commonly known as the platypus.
Okay, so it spells AFANC.
Yeah, so more commonly known as platypus.
I went on to like a pronunciation guide and it said a funk, but like I said, might be wrong. I don't know.
A funk.
It's the Welsh. Alright. So the Afunk is a lake monster from Welsh mythology. Its exact description varies, but it is
It is a platypus.
Described variously as resembling a crocodile, a beaver, a dwarf-like creature, or a platypus.
It's a half crocodile, half beaver, half platypus.
Half dwarf-like creature. And it's said to be 100% demon. The lake in which it dwells is also varies. There's said to be only one lake it lives in, but the lake changes depending on who you ask. So,
Yeah.
It was a gigantic beast who, when annoyed, was strong enough to break the banks of the pond, causing floods. Many attempts have been made to kill him, but it seems that its hide was so tough that no spear, arrow, or any man-made weapon could kill it.
Bomb.
I was expecting SCP joke about the unkillable lizard.
I
Oh,
wasn't thinking
true.
lizards with this one.
Yeah, but it's similar.
It's not similar.
Kind of it.
It's a,
Yeah.
it's a thing with a crocodile head and hairy body that can't be killed.
I'm literally only thinking of platypuses.
Yes,
at the
famous
picture.
things that
I
can't
have
be
looked
killed.
at the picture. Platypus.
Look at its head!
Platypus. Have you not seen a platypus before?
Yeah, last time I checked, a platypus's head
Has a bill.
is green with a long snout, big teeth, and yellow eyes.
Yes, that's the platypus I remember.
The famous platypusidile.
Adults.
Hey!
We are adults.
Oh, we're adults.
Oh.
We are legal adults.
Um,
I can pay taxes.
you can. I'm not going to.
You cannot catch me, IRS.
No matter who you send.
You can't catch.
I don't care who the IRS sends. I am not paying taxes.
You can't catch me. I'm the Green Man.
Hi, you
next door.
I'm next door. I'm a supermodel. I don't care who the IRS sends. I am not paying taxes.
Yeah. So there are a few different legends of the beast being slain. One of them
Is with taxes.
has King Arthur slay it in one of his few
That
vacations.
man
to
who
Wales.
exists.
Who definitely existed, yes. Along with this mythical creature who definitely, yes, existed, yes.
Yes, definitely is here. Yes, definitely.
I did go for a few different legends about the Afunk to just kind of figure out which ones I should include. And most of them are just like, this important historical figure came around, they killed it. Yeah. And most of them were mythological historical figures.
Yeah, you
like Henrik the Hunter, which is mythological. King Arthur, mythological.
You guys remember when Gandhi killed Bigfoot?
Gandhi, mythological.
There is no proof Gandhi exists, and I won't accept any proof.
Alright, but my favourite legend actually doesn't have a funk die. So here's how the legend goes. This is like me paraphrasing it to fit the episode.
Nuclear missiles.
Get ready, motherfucker.
He made men's father's split. He ain't surviving my Glock. Bang, bang, bang.
There's an eagle which can kill with some bitch. So another legend has a young Welsh woman luring it out of its pond by singing.
Titties.
I suppose the legend said a young, attractive Welsh woman. So
Titties. It's the Afunk's only weakness.
putting it to sleep with her song, and then her father and other townsfolk binding it with iron chains, where the Afunk was dragged up the mountain by oxen and dropped into an underwater lake where it was trapped forever. And it's just like
That feels so Greek.
It does. It feels very Greek, but Welsh.
We took the legendary beast up to the mountain of Mount Hades, where we thrust him into
Mount Hades?
we thrust him into the Underdark below, where he was forced to play Dungeons and Dragons.
We thrust him. Sorry, let me go a Welsh accent. We thrust him into a.
Oh yeah, we thrust him into the mountain, yeah.
That is so far from Welsh.
I never said it was Welsh.
A Welsh accent.
Oh yeah.
You got to do a bit of this in a Welsh accent. I don't do a good Welsh accent, but it's close enough.
The villager is starting to come back again.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
So basically,
So you're saying the villagers are Welsh?
we found this
I
evil
wouldn't have that
platypus, and we took the platypus up the mountain and threw him into a volcano. Because we do not like
You
the
do not
platypus.
know what you're talking about. It was an underground lake where we trapped it inside.
No, shut the fuck up. I'm taking your goddamn emeralds.
You shut the fuck up.
You shut the fuck up.
You shut. It's my island.
So how y'all doing?
How you doing, listening audience? Is this good enough?
What the fuck is it? Look at this version of it.
It's a gamer.
Oh, from the Persona series.
What?
Oh! Look,
From Megami Tensei. That's the same series as
Yeah.
Persona.
I couldn't fucking go. I haven't played
is it,
Persona.
so it's
Yeah.
I played a little bit of 5. I never finished it.
Really? Where'd you get up to?
I beat the third
That's
person.
like halfway through the game.
I'm halfway through the game, and I never played it after.
So this one is
I listened to
half
the soundtrack.
beaver, half vampire, half Venus flytrap.
It is Strahd.
It's
Strahd's
Strahd
final.
von Zarovich.
Strahd von Zarovich's final form. Beaver. Nom nom nom. It's like what is that? Something that keeps coming up in my when I search for creatures and all the time on D&D Beyond is the fucking wizard who's been transformed into an otter.
Is that from Acquisitions?
I don't know, but there is like a 17th level wizard that has been transformed into an otter.
Like a true polymorph or something.
Yeah. And he casts spells and all that shit as an otter.
Yeah. It's very cute.
And technically,
you were
because it is
taking
technically a
little
beast.
fella.
It is technically
Finger of death.
See, the thing is, it's technically a beast, which means you can cast into it as a polymorph.
Yeah, which is fucked. And you get their spells because polymorph. What CR are they? Not important. This is not good.
8. It's 8.
Anyway, it's back to our D&D podcast.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that Steve never discovered that. I would have been.
But Emily has.
Are we level 8?
Yeah. We're almost level 9.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh wait, you're almost level 9.
Yeah, fuck you.
And
Stop dying, nerd.
I can't help it. Actually, I've survived. Barton is so far my longest character.
So far.
And I will keep him alive. I have made deals with the DM.
I
Alright.
dealt with gods.
Anyway, so our last creature is from a small island off Scotland.
Is that Homer Simpson?
What?
I don't
What? Who? What?
Where?
Who? Do you not know who Homer
No,
Simpson is?
you know, where? Out of all these pictures,
I know.
who's Homer?
Homer Simpson seems like a mythological creature.
I don't know much.
Mooch!
I don't know I'm being trapped in this underwater lake much.
Don't!
So our last creature is called the Wolver, which will be
Oh,
good for
I
you.
love this
Yeah,
already.
Because you're a furry.
Furry.
So this comes off the...
Why does he look like he's about to, like...
Tell
He's about to do it to him. Like, he's literally just about to do it to him. I would make you a trade.
You know, the audience.
Like a pangolin.
Yeah.
You know, because I clearly already know about this, everyone at home should look up my favorite picture of the Wolver titled Wolf Job. .png
On Rule 34.
on Rule 34.
You can get that on Google.
Yeah, you just
Full
actually get a...
dick out.
Thanks,
It-
Finn. And why,
yes.
how do you know about this, Finn?
'Cause I've
We look
done
it up
for
all the
memes.
time.
Yeah. The memes, Madeline, the memes.
Yes, because everyone, when they're just bored for the memes, goes and looks at gay furry porn.
Is that not just us?
Yeah. Well, you don't...
I don't.
Sorry, you... what kind of porn do you look up?
I don't
Let's talk
look
about
at
this
porn.
now.
I don't believe it.
I don't look at porn. I
Anyway,
don't. I actually don't.
Anyway.
What hentai do you look up?
That's a different
question.
question.
That's not porn. Well, let's be honest, that's an art form.
It's called hentai, and it's art. Fuck. Babe, do you want to look at my, like, 35x titty sizes? It's like 80% of my body mass. My spine is broken. Fuck.
Okay. The
Alright.
Wolver is a wolf-like humanoid spirit in the folklore of the Shetland Islands, which is off the coast of Scotland, which is where the Shetland pony comes from, little tiny ponies.
Oh.
Little Sebastian.
Little Sebastian.
Little Sebastian.
The Wolver is a peaceful spirit who loves to fish and isn't violent unless provoked. He is said to share the fish which he catches with the local sick and elderly.
You're old.
You're old and sick. Get your fish.
Are you old and sick? Fish slap. How does he get violent? I'm scared of how he gets violent.
Well,
You
it's a
probably
wolf
make
ghost.
you make fun of him, calling him a furry. You start asking him if he's into
Oi!
voa.
Oi, furry! You gonna gift that fish or something?
Yes!
You're gonna yip that fish.
Yeah,
Ask him if he's
sounds
into
better coming
voa.
out of you.
Ask him if he's into voa.
What are you doing, Fish Selma?
Also, everyone, look up voa.
No!
Oh my
He's gonna be flagged for inappropriate content. Granted, I already have these age restricted with how much we curse and talk about shit like this.
What do you mean you don't want the children to hear about Vor?
Yes!
Now look up.
I'm
gonna show
cutting
you-
that out.
There is a new rule
You just
on
have a
Facebook.com that
Just
does
look
not
up
allow you. That does not
up
allow
Vor.
you to post. That does not allow you to post pictures of your children posted under Rule 34 of the new Terms of Service guidelines. In order to learn more about this, search up Sandy Cock inhaling dragons Rule 34.
Can I keep on with my podcast?
I was so desperate. So much
Yeah, I'm totally
desperation in
down.
that
If you
sentence.
keep going.
Alright. It is said to look like I can't believe I wrote this. It is said to look like a fairy person.
I know, that's the exact picture I was thinking.
What?
That's ancient
Oh,
folk lore.
what?
That's what it is.
Why does that look like Quagmire as a toilet?
I think it is Quagmire as a toilet.
It is.
Do you know, Quagmire as a toilet is the best censor in all of human history. I will not accept anything else. It's like when I submitted that, I submitted an assignment in grade 12 of a film assignment that I did, and I didn't want to use a regular bleeping sound because we swore a lot, so I put the bruh sound effect over every single thing. In a 5-minute video, I put it in 47 times.
What the fuck?
It was in the
Oh my
script. I wrote the
God.
swearing into the script. So every 5 seconds you said, bruh, bruh, bruh.
I imagine instead of doing it with like
Yo!
divine
Bruh.
doof, doof.
You.
Hey,
Bruh.
it's
Just keep
like a
going.
zombie from Minecraft.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they've been saying bruh all
It's like-
Yeah.
oh man.
when they catch you dripping, bruh.
Anyway, it is said to look like a furry person with the head of a wolf, sat on a rock dubbed the Wolver's Stain, which means wolf stone.
I was gonna say the wolf stained the stone. Maybe the vor is real.
The ancient Celts believed that the Wolver evolved from wolves, and that the Wolver symbolizes the in-between stage of man and wolf.
Devolved to wolf.
What the fuck's it called? The like kin or whatever it's called.
Kinning?
Kinning. Yeah.
I kin this Wolver.
Oh my god, I kin this wolf. Oh my god. I can dream.
My favorite wolf.
I just
My
can.
favourite predator.
I just can.
We are gonna get sued by Dream.
You can't see this.
I would just like to point out that we have no basis towards these allegations. We just know they're right.
The only reason I own that bit of Dream fan art is because it's from an artist I follow, and it was their first bit of merch, and I wanted to support them. I have never watched the Dream SMP once.
I can Dream
Oh,
SMP.
no.
I especially like when Dream plays Minecraft.
Anyway, can I say the last sentence?
Yes,
Oh, my-
please do before we get in trouble.
The Wolver is often referred to as a werewolf or other type of lycanthrope. But in fact, they are different because they are spirits and never revert back to a human form. Don't flip me off, Madeline.
It's flipping my headset.
And, well, that's all of the creatures of myth. in
Question: was that one from Scotland?
an island off Scotland.
Okay,
So.
because I just saw this in the corner, and I want to look at it.
I think that's just someone's
I think it's just a persona now.
Yeah, a persona of someone's Scottish werewolf. It's in a kilt and with a claymore in his hand.
Yeah, but I don't know, I actually like this. I like this one. Obviously, not just
I
because
quite like
just
this
because I'm
picture
a
of it,
yeah.
just with its dopey tongue out.
No, I like this one. It seems nice.
It is. It's quite sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all 5 of the UK myths I decided to cover today.
Nice.
If you have any countries you want to me to do what?
Any countries you want to shout out?
Hey yo, shout out to my boy Pakistan. You going out there? You going real hard. Alright, another shout out to my boy Mexico. You doing good out there.
And there's my boy Chile.
And don't forget my boy Malaysia.
Oh no.
Rocking it out there. Quick shout out,
Don't
quick.
you mean Moroccan it up?
Hey. And don't forget one more quick shout out to my boy Brazil.
This podcast is banned in the following countries: Brazil,
Every
Chile.
country. We have been content banned in every country listed. Sorry, Brazilian people.
Next month I plan on covering Australian myth.
We don't have any.
I have a couple of those.
What do you mean
No,
we don't
we do.
have any?
Look, okay, I'm a history student. Okay?
Are you?
And I call myself a history. And I ended high school with a B+, so
Oh
shut
fuck,
up.
we need to listen.
Now you listen to me.
All
This
right,
is my
here we go.
podcast now. We're taking over.
We're taking over, boys.
We're taking over. Shout out my boy, the
Chile.
rainbow frog.
I we're gonna say rainbow snake.
Same thing. There is no
and
difference
frogs.
between a frog and a snake.
They are functionally the same creature. Just one of them has legs, the other one doesn't.
I know, I lost my point. I forgot it.
Yeah, what were you going to say about
I actually just straight
mythical
up forgot.
creatures in
I
Australia?
straight up forgot my point. So
Yeah,
And I
because you
think that's a good thing.
yeah.
Alright, and this has been the Voynich Manuscript
Manuscript.
podcast. I'll put a link to your Instagram and your Twitch in the bio.
So you can cancel one of them. I'm not going to say which one.
Heyo. And next week we'll be discussing the alligators in the sewers.
Yes.
You're not on that episode.
I don't care. I'm excited.
We'll have Brendan and Josh on those
Ooh,
episodes.
okay.
And I guess bye.
Bye.
Victor and Jay should have made out.
Who?